Season 2, Episode 6 of Helluva Boss released recently. During the episode, there's a ton of hidden secrets and Easter eggs that you may have missed on your first viewing. In this video, I'm going to show some of my favourites. So, right off the bat, in Aussie's room we can see a pair of handcuffs. The rooster in the clock has an appendage. Fizz's mug says "Thirsty Boy." There's some more utensils on Aussie's table. When Fizz grabs his hat, we can see a picture of his pet dog. Her name is Precious, and she's the albino dog that's missing her back legs. We'll see her again later. When Fizzarolli lists Asmodeus' duties, he's wearing a pair of 3D glasses. In the kitchen, there's an Asmodean crystal on the table. When Fizz picks up the newspaper, there's a bunch of cool Easter eggs. So, on the left, there's an advertisement for some sort of prize in the Lost Ring. Underneath is a crossword puzzle. On the right page, the newspaper is called Lost Ring News. Its tagline is "We have the horny." Underneath it says "Royal Scandal Special. Shocking new photos emerge. Lost's eternal bachelor and Hell's most famous jester cohabiting. Heart hoarded by an imp. Royalty left reeling." In the next shot we see more pages in the newspaper. Starting from the left again, we see an advertisement for some sort of adult toy. A lot of the text is cut off, unfortunately. Beside it is an advertisement for breast implants. Underneath that is Wally Wackford's advertisement. This is a reference to the recurring wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man gag from Family Guy. I also love how the phone number underneath is stupidly long. On the right page we see Aussie and Fizz. It says "King of Oz, a hypocrite." The bottom bit is cut off, but it's a news segment about Oz and Fizz's romance. On the right we see more about the news segment. It mentions Mammon, which is a setup for the next episode, which is when he'll be revealed. In the fridge there's some fun food items. There's a cream pie, juicy fruity juice, and jumbo-sized cage-free eggs. The boxes the succubus carries have Mammon's logo on them. The other background succubus is also the succusona of one of Spindlehorse's employees who worked on the episode called Raph. There's a glass that says "Daddy Juice" in brackets "Come." On the table there's a bunch of biscuits with some interesting designs. In the very back there's a photograph. It's a little hard to see, but it could be Aussie and Beelzebub. This was shown in past episodes, but Mammon is in charge of the money in hell, which is why his face is on all of the notes. Fizz's car's number plate says "Jizzlord." We get to see Mammon's bank. Before Fizz shows up there's a bunch of people fighting and looting. Fizz's confetti shooters have an interesting design. We get to see Precious again. Fizz and his dogs run over this background imp's pram. This is the same character from the pilot. The sign says "Don't." Fizz's dog lead says "From Aussie with love." When Blitz and Fizz fight, a bunch of condoms and a horse toy fall onto the ground. On the wall in Crimson's apartment there's an advertisement for concrete shoes, an obvious nod at mobsters drowning people. One of the background characters has "Fight Fight" written on their chest. Aussies Factory features more interesting objects. He has a new test shipment of a new toy that is 78 inches big. In Aussie's office, the wall painting has one of the dogs on the right side. This isn't really interesting, but this painting just looks great. When the lightning flashes, Fizz's face glows. Aussie's watch has the Asmodeus sigil on it. In the background there's a bunch of people suspended in what looks like water or ice. The food on the table have interesting designs. Aussie's phone wallpaper is him and Fizz making a heart shape with their hands. Aussie also has Fizz's name saved as Froggy. For a brief moment we see text messages between the two. Feel free to pause and read in your own time. Fizz's profile picture is him in handcuffs. Stolas does the hand clapping that he's done in past episodes. When Blitz cuts Fizz's ropes, he has 2 X pasties on his chest. On the forklift, the text saying "How's my driving" is scribbled out. Blitz eats popcorn and a drink while watching the carnage. The scene where the circus burns down with Fizz is a reference to the Lululand episode. In the flashback, we find out that Blitz was going to confess his love to Fizz. We find out that Blitz got his eye scar due to the explosion. This episode also confirms that when imps get scars, they leave white spots. We find out that Blitz's mum likely perished in the fire, which is why Barbie Wire hates Blitz. Crimson's lawyer has a mug saying "Live, Laugh, Law." Fizz steals Blitz's keyring. It's a golden pony. On Fizz's slideshow we see a real picture of Adam Nealon, one of the show's writers. During the song "Look at This," Fizzarolli did the iconic dance that Squidward does in SpongeBob SquarePants. The cover of the occult book Fizzarolli shows off during his song resembles the Necronomicon Ex Mortis from the Evil Dead series of films. One of the sharks gets confused and has little Fizzarollis dancing around his head. One of the mobsters is also in love with Fizz. Blitz and Fizz give a middle finger when jumping out. This is a reference to a past episode. There's a condom vending machine in the background. A poster on the wall says "Wrap your wood." Another one says "A safe workplace is a sexy workplace." There's more interesting objects in the room. And lastly, Aussie breathes a love heart at Fizz. So that was all of the hidden Easter eggs and secrets I noticed in the newest episode. If there's any you think I missed, let me know in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching.